Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the Women Lighthouse podcast. This is a community for purpose-driven women who desire to live their dreams and aspirations. Our mission is to inspire you to live your dreams one day at a time while serving as a beacon of hope and guidance. We will be addressing various issues related to womanhood. Join me as we explore our journey of life together. I am your host, Women Hamilton. Hello, ladies. You're welcome to today's episode of the Women Lighthouse podcast. It's great to have you tune in today. How have you been? Today, we're going to be talking about the trap of comparison. In today's episode, as we dive into this topic, we need to remember that in today's world, we are constantly bombarded with images and messages that make us feel like we're not good enough. Whether it be on social media or in your place of work, in your personal lives, there's always this pressure to compare yourself with others, and at some point it can become overwhelming. Today, we will be exploring the negative effects of comparison and provide you with practical tips on how to break free from this trap. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Stay tuned. You're welcome back. So we begin by defining what comparison is. When we say comparison, we're talking about examining two things or two or more items or things or situation to establish a similarity between them or a difference between them. Then when we talk about a trap can be depicted by the word confined. When you are confined, when you're restricted, when you are cut off, when you are pinned down, or when you are driven to a particular corner. So by the time we put the two words together, saying comparison is a trap, it means that comparison prevents you from reaching your destination. It means that it slows you down from reaching your destination, and also it causes you to lose time. So we need to remember these three things. The fact that it's either you don't get to where you are supposed to get to, or you get there but you don't get there in time, and in the process you lose time. On a daily basis, we are actually faced with situations that push us to either compare ourselves with others or be tempted to compare ourselves with others. So this is a topical issue that is relatable to each and every one of us. Comparison can be good in the sense that you see what someone is achieving and you see yourself wanting to achieve something similar or even something better, and you now go on to understudy or be mentored by that person in order to be able to achieve those goals. But when comparison becomes a trap is when you allow that feeling or that desire to be like someone, to consume you to the point that you begin to lose focus of yourself, you begin to second guess yourself, and rather than focus more on yourself, you're focusing on the person you're comparing yourself to. So it's okay to compare once you are not losing focus of your uniqueness as an individual. But it becomes dangerous and it becomes a trap and it becomes confining when you begin to lose focus of who you are and you strive to be like someone else at the expense of who you truly are. How can comparison become a trap or a limitation for us as women? When we compare ourselves as women, we tend to focus on other people's strengths than on our own strengths. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and you begin to second guess yourself and wonder if anything good can come out of you. And this prevents you from achieving your full potential as a woman. Also, comparison can prevent you from adopting your own goals. So instead of going through with your own goals and your plan, you tend to adopt the goals and aspiration of others. For example, where I reside in Nigeria, it's now like the in thing to, we call it in our culture, japa, to relocate. So there's that tendency to want to be under pressure. Oh, this person is relocating. I too, it's not a bad idea. I can relocate. But what if that was not in your plan or that wasn't in your goal? So there's now that tendency to deviate from your own plan and begin to focus on the plan or goals of the people you're comparing yourself with. Also, when you compare yourself, it results in a fixed mindset where you begin to believe that your abilities and your talents and your strengths need to be predetermined and cannot be changed. What do I mean by this? So, when you have a fixed mindset, you are sort of cornered to a box. Just like if you remember when we defined a trap, it says it drives you into a corner. So it limits the way you think. It limits your ability to be willing to take risks and to explore different options that are available at your disposal. So there's this tendency to believe that things must be done in a specific way. Because this worked for this person, then I also have to go that same way. For instance, when you finish your elementary school, you move into your middle school or secondary school, then you think, oh, after that, I need to go to college. Forgetting that college may not necessarily be for everyone. Some people may have aspirations that may not necessarily require them going to college to achieve it. But because you compare yourself with someone else who has gone to college and in quotes seems to be doing well, or may actually be doing well, you may now feel that, okay, this is the path I too have to follow to achieve what I want to achieve. So rather than look into your uniqueness and the unique nature of things for you, you tend to adopt that fixed mindset. And as a result of that, you are not willing to step outside the box and take risks and explore options that are actually at your disposal. Also, comparison leads to unhealthy competition and jealousy. If comparison is not tamed and is not managed, there's a way comparison becomes positive in the sense that you see someone achieving what you want, you would love to achieve, and that person becomes like a mentor or spurs you up to do what you need to do to get to where you want to be, which is where that person is already. But when you become envious and you begin to deal with this in an unhealthy manner, then it can cause damage either in your relationship with that person or actually prevent you from forming meaningful connections like mentorships that would have helped you to achieve what you need to achieve. So, how can we avoid the comparison trap? First, you have to define what success is to you. What success is to you is not necessarily the same as what success is to another person. So, defining what success is to you will also allow you appreciate your progress in life. you know where you started from. By the time you reassess where you are at the moment, you will now determine if actually you have made any progress from where you were before. So once you also define what success is to you, even when you see other people succeeding and it feels you have that thought and it feels like, oh, this person seems to have achieved more than I have achieved. You go back to your drawing board and you define what success is to you. That way, you would know that what others may see as failure or unachievement on your own end, for you, you can assess it and say, oh, I've actually achieved this. No matter how small it is, you've actually made progress. So you are the one that defines what success is to you. Don't let other people around you define success for you. If you do that, you would fall into the comparison trap. Secondly, you need to stay focused on your own goals and aspirations. Once you know what your goals are, it keeps you focused. So irrespective of what others are posting on social media, what other people's achievements may be, you know that your goals are clearly written down, your aspirations are clearly written down, and you're focused on achieving that, not necessarily achieving what someone else's goal or aspirations are. This also would help you to cultivate self-compassion and remind yourself that it is okay to make mistakes or to experience setbacks. When you are achieving your goals and aspirations, you will definitely encounter roadblocks, challenges, setbacks. So by the time you are able to stay focused on your goals and aspirations, you can motivate and encourage yourself, give yourself a pat on the back that definitely you're going to get to your destination. Thirdly, you need to have a supportive, like-minded individuals as your cheerleaders. No man is an island. There are times that you may be beaten down and you need people to cheer you back up. So once you have people that are like-minded and that will support you through thick and through thin, even when you experience those low moments where you feel discouraged or where you are tempted to compare yourself with the other person, these people can encourage you and make you see the things that you have accomplished and keep you focused. Next, positive affirmations. You can avoid the comparison trap by affirming yourself positively. You've defined what success is to you. You've defined what you want to achieve, your goals and aspirations. Positively affirm yourself daily. Tell yourself, this is who I am. You know what you want to be. Affirm yourself and tell yourself, this is who I am. I am getting to my destination. I am smashing my goals. I'm doing a great job. I'm becoming a better version of myself. That will help you to practice gratitude and celebrate the most minute wins that you accomplish, and also acknowledge the positive aspects of your life. And lastly, celebrating the success of others without feeling envious or inferior. There is this quote that says that there is enough room at the top for everyone. The top is not meant to be occupied by only one person. The top is meant to be occupied by as many people that aspire to get to the top. So it's not about who gets there first. It's about getting there. So if someone gets to the top before you, that doesn't make you less. So you need to be able to celebrate the successes of others. What inspired my recording this episode was the fact that a friend shared with me her success story. And the instinct was to begin to compare myself. But I had to step back and look and see that we're actually on different paths, and that all I needed and what my friend needed at that point was to be able to tell her, kudos, girl, you're doing a great job, and I'm so proud of you. When you celebrate others, you at some point will also be celebrated. So let's learn to celebrate the successes of others without feeling envious or inferior. As I draw this episode to a close, I hope you have gained some valuable insights on how you can escape the trap of comparison. Remember that comparison is not always a bad thing, but when it becomes a trap, it can hold you back from reaching your goals and achieving your full potential. By defining your own success, staying focused on your goals, having a supportive system around you, and practicing positive affirmations while celebrating the successes of others, you can break free from the comparison trap and live a fulfilling and a meaningful life. It's been great sharing this topic with you. Thank you for listening to today's episode of the Women Lighthouse podcast. I hope you were inspired to keep taking steps towards living out your dreams. If you enjoyed this episode, we encourage you to share it with other women and leave us a review on our social media platform, which is in the description box. Also, feel free to subscribe to our channel to get notified of new episodes. Till I come your way on our next episode, keep living, keep dreaming. Bye for now.